We're inside Banch Park now, ahead of the Vertu Trophy game. It's Oldham versus Bolton Wanderers at Banch Park.
Bring that down for
So we've got Andy Ritchie, a legend at Oldham, and is preparing for a match like a league game. How is it different for preparing for a cup game?
As a player?
As a player,
yeah. I mean, it obviously is different because it's a one-off game usually.
Yeah.
So as a player, you know that you might be playing a team that might be below you in league or in the league that you're in, or you might be playing a team from a higher division. So you have to think that, listen, it's a great opportunity for you if you are playing a team higher to maybe pull off a result that's probably not thought that's going to happen. You know, it's the underdog always should win, if you like.
Yeah.
But I think as a player, you just go out and maybe try and go through your routine, which is, I always used to think, well, first ball that if the ball came to me, I wanted to make a good contact with it. I wanted to control it, or whatever I did for that first touch was set me up for the game. And then if I missed a chance, just get it out of my head and just carry on. And I think you knew that it was a one-off game, and you needed to try and win it. It was a little bit different than preparing for a league game, but not that different that you would say, oh, it's a totally different thing. Yeah. So it was always good to play in cup games. Loved to play against players that you thought maybe were thought to be better than you, but I always wanted to show them that they weren't better than me.
Yeah. What was your favourite game of all time?
Oh, wow. So many different ones. I managed to score 7 hat-tricks in my career. They were all brilliant. Games for Oldham especially were the League Cup final, although we lost that. The actual day and playing the game and the build up to it was just phenomenal. To see just blue and white as you come down Wembley Way was I mean I think we were all crying on the bus as we came down that. Getting promotion, although I didn't play actually in the game, was just another day here that was tremendous. And obviously making my league debut as a kid at 17 for Manchester United, I'll never ever forget that. Although I think probably the Athletics fans would probably want to forget it. Seems to be a big rivalry between Man United and Oldham fans. Yeah, those games you'll never. I mean, I remember quite a lot of them, but those stick out in your mind.
So Andy, as a manager for a game like tonight, what type of thing would you say to the players before they go out there? Because like in certain games, I guess they want to put a good impression on for the manager to then, so he can think about them going into maybe the next game. So what would you say?
I would say as a manager, it can be difficult. Obviously, depending on where you are as a team and what division you're in and who you actually are playing, if you're playing a lower side or if you're playing a side that's, from a higher division. As a manager, I would try and keep everything as uniform as I could, as it was very much like the preparation for a league game. So nothing really would change in terms of the coaching or the training sessions. We would keep it as it would be for playing a league game. Obviously, we would do your free kicks, your tactical work, and keep it as not make a fuss out of it, if you like. Try and get into the heads that this could be a potential game that could embarrass you. Yeah. But if you have the right mindset and you play the game right, it's not going to be a problem for you. We would give them the information that they needed, which is what they would get for a league game. So in terms of maybe the person that they were one-on-one against in the game, or perceived to be one-on-one against, they would have certain information about that player. They would obviously have the information about their free kicks, their corners. We would just do that exactly the same and give them the same respect. But the major thing for me was, right from the offset, would be to try and impose ourselves on these people and make sure that they know they're in a game and they're not going to get it easy. You're not going to win anything, and you're not going to get it for nothing. And go out with the right attitude. It's changed now, football, but we would probably go out and say, right, let's turn them. Let's just turn them for the first 10 minutes. Let's not try and play any football. Let's win our challenges. Yeah. Don't give them any encouragement, and try and turn them. And then after that short time, you might be able to play your football more. But really, just treat it as much as we could as a normal league game.
Yep. It's been hammering it down with rain most of the match, and obviously losing 6-2 today. But the best thing today is that Drummond's off on the mark and hopefully score next game.